we're exploring an island that holds one of the darkest secrets in Canadian history. Just off Vancouver Island, spitting distance from British Columbia's capital city, Darcy looks peaceful now, but over a century ago, it was anything but. This is where dozens of Chinese men suffering from leprosy were sent, alone, without doctors, and with no way to leave. The colony's gone now, but the ruins remain. And once you step ashore, the weight of what happened here hits hard. Just a short boat ride, less than 10 miles from Victoria, British Columbia, sits Darcy Island. It's a place we've always been curious about, but its dark past made us hesitate. Once a leper colony where 49 Chinese men were exiled and left to die, the island has a heavy history. But today, we're taking our home, Tangaroa, our 78-foot 1969 aluminum boat, there to finally explore it. It's time to see what's left behind on this eerie, forgotten island. We are heading to an island that we've always wanted to go to. It's got huge history, and it's an island off of Victoria called Darcy Island. We're going to go explore it tomorrow morning. We're just going to anchor tonight, but let's go out and show you the approach. After we reached Darcy Island, it was too late to explore, so after anchoring, we poured ourselves a glass of wine and then tried to get a good night's sleep. Which beach are we going to?
You mentioned the far one or this one?
Either or. I think the ruins are right on that beach.
Okay.
But whichever beach you feel safest at with this current.
Let's go into this beach because there's an arm that sticks out and it should block a bit of the current.
Okay, I think that's a good plan. What do you think? Does it look a little foreboding?
Hard to tell yet.
I thought it was interesting that while we were anchored here last night at 5:30 this morning, there was an earthquake. And we seriously thought we were dragging anchor. All of Victoria felt the earthquake. It was like 4.8 or 5 on the Richter scale. And it was actually just centered in the San Juan Islands, which is just over there. So, interesting. Earthquake. Well, we're at Darcy Island. So, we are using the Anchor Buddy for our first time. It is bright orange. What happens is you drop the anchor out here and then you drive into shore. You take the line from shore, everybody gets off, and then you let the boat go and it springs back. So we'll see what happens. Maybe it might still be too far out.
Yeah, I'm just getting it ready.
Are you gonna tie it to that tree?
That was my plans.
The one that's down?
No, one of the up ones. Or the logs on shore.
Okay. So if you're wondering why we're using an Anchor Buddy, there's big tides here, and the boat gets stuck if you're on land for a while. So the Anchor Buddy is great because the boat is basically anchored offshore where you can go explore. You don't have to worry about getting stuck in the tide. Are we off?
Anchor Buddy down!
Anchor Buddy down! Okay, I get off with the big line.
Anchor Buddy tight! Okay, gotta drop it a little farther in.
That was a bit of an epic fail.
A bit of an epic fail.
Blaine, it was you pre-anchored. Don't you hate when that happens?
Premature anchorlation?
Premature anchorlation. Oh, Blaine.
The anchor hooked really good though.
We're new at this. Give us a break. The anchor hooked really well.
Okay, attempt number 2.
You dropped it already?
No.
Oh gosh, okay.
Why would I drop it after I just picked it up?
I know. That's what I was wondering. That was so funny. We were driving to shore. We couldn't get to shore because of the anchor. Oh, okay, it's in. Going to shore. Oh, this one worked better.
That's looking better.
Okay, I got the boat to shore. It's pulling.
Anchor buddy's looking fairly tight.
Toit. Anchor's up. Quick, jump to shore.
Leash for the dog.
Sure.
Okay, I got it.
Release.
Got the leash.
See how this works.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Oh, I'm liking this. Look at that.
I'm gonna have to tie it to that tree because it's we're not gonna have enough length to
I
get
thought
it.
that's where you're going for, anyways. I like this. What do you think?
I think it looks pretty good.
That is smart. Okay, thank you to whoever did the anchor buddy.
That being said, are we on an up tide or a down tide?
I don't know. It's out there past the tide line though.
Well, I know, but if the tide comes up and I'm tying it here,
We're gonna get wet.
we're gonna get wet.
Well, maybe you should tie in there more.
That's what I'm doing.
Maggie's like, you guys are dumb.
Somewhere around here.
What do you think?
It's anchor buddying.
I like the idea. We're heading off in just 4 weeks on the Great Siberian Sushi Run, and we'd love for you to come along for the ride. Head to onboardtangaroa.com to join our crew. Your support helps us keep exploring and sharing incredible places like this, the ones most people never get to see. So supposedly there's a trail here, but guess what? We found a pink ribbon. And again, you know us and pink ribbons. Okay, there's a pink ribbon here, Blaine.
Is it like through here, maybe?
Oh, I think so. Look. Let's go this way. Come, eggs.
You're gonna be limping, dog.
We're on Darcy Island. It was named after Sub-Lieutenant John Darcy of the HMS Herald. And he kind of explored around here. But I think he'd be upset if he knew what the island bearing his name actually became. You keep losing the dog.
A lunatic.
She's having so much fun though.
Looks like I can see a path winding through.
Yep. This path is pretty overgrown. Over here, Maggie. Yeah, I see the orange diamond over there, Blaine.
Yep.
It's got a little bit of a horrible
Dark.
past, dark past, let's say that. In 1891, Victoria officials actually found 5 Chinese immigrants hiding in a shed behind a store in Chinatown in Victoria. And they allegedly all had leprosy, or Hansen's disease, we can call it. Well, Victoria rounded them up, and back then it was a time of discrimination, say that. So they took the 5 Chinese immigrants who had leprosy, and in 2 weeks they'd built a bunkhouse, which was had rooms in it, which was only 5 foot by 8 foot. And each room had a single bed, a fireplace, and a table chair out here on Darcy Island. And they brought these 5 immigrants, Chinese, out here and dumped them without hospital care, no medical care, no nurses, no doctors. They were isolated, abandoned, and only every 3 months, 4 times a year, did medical care come out here. And it wasn't even the leprosy that killed some of them. It was actually the isolation of this island. So every 3 months, a supply ship would come out and it would drop off opium and coffins. You know, rah, rah, cheery, cheery. So the 5 Chinese immigrants were out here. And eventually, over the years, more and more Chinese immigrants who had leprosy or thought to have had leprosy were dropped off here. Ironically, no Caucasian men or women that were suffering from leprosy were dropped off here because they were all sent back east where they had much better care. So by the end of the time that this island was a colony, it had 34 immigrants, all Chinese men. 2 of them actually died prior to getting on the ship to come out here for the isolation. Some of them drowned trying to escape the island, and the rest just kind of took care of each other, the ones who were too sick to take care of. Eventually they had a garden, pigs, some ducks, some chickens, but it was a very, very lonely existence away from their home country of China. There are 14 Chinese immigrants buried here in unmarked graves, and right now we are taking a look for the remnants of the bunkhouse where they lived. And that bunkhouse was burned in 1960 prior to it becoming a marine park. So that's what we're on a trail to find, was the remnants. There is a lot of history, or not history, let's say, people's stories of seeing weird things and ghosts and how this island was foreboding and how they had an eerie feeling on it. I know it was interesting with the earthquake this morning. It's a very quiet island. It's absolutely deserted. So let's take a walk around and see what we can find. If you're wondering how long it lasted, in 1924, the colony of the Chinese men fighting leprosy were moved to Bentinck Island, which is just off of William Head, and that actually colony was there until 1957. So that wasn't that long ago. I know I was born in 71, which is only 14 years after the colony was disbanded. This is insane. We are bush crashing huge. So we've decided, what are we doing, Blaine?
Going to the beach.
Going to the beach. Because this is stupid.
Oh yeah, definitely a trail here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Okay, coming up.
Maggie, you get back here.
Thanks. Oh yeah, there's a trail. Much better.
Yes, I agree.
That was insane. We're supposed to be going that way though.
That? Oh, you want to? Maybe this is the trail that goes back to the beach.
That's what I'm worried about.
Come on, Mike.
Let's go this way. So I don't find it eerie. find it sad.
Yeah.
Peaceful and sad. What's over here?
There's some pretty flowers down to your right.
You know what? It's kind of neat with the daffodils out, and it's only beginning of March.
Yeah, this is what appears to be an older structure, or what's left of it.
Shed? Maybe supply shed?
Maybe. And stairs go up pretty high for such a low foundation there.
Supposedly they had gardens here, and any of the Chinese immigrants who were really sick and dying, the others took care of them, because the nurses and doctors only came every 3 months. Basically, they were just abandoned out here.
Yeah,
Want to follow this trail down?
sure.
Amazing how nature just takes over again, eh?
Yeah.
What I think is weird, actually, it looks like there's a rock fence here.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is. I wonder if this was the gardens here where all this is sprouted up.
This could be the gardens right here. Where all the broom is.
It's totally different vegetation.
It's a totally different vegetation. But there's definitely a garden here. Or definitely a rock wall here.
Goes all the way around.
Is it?
Yeah, you can see it back there too.
Garden or corral. Maybe that one was like the chicken coop.
Oh, maybe.
Because usually chicken coops are off the ground. See if I follow this rock wall where I go. Yeah, it does look like a totally different type of vegetation right here.
Oh, should come over here.
Coming. Just following a wall.
This answers the question whether or not that was a sewer pipe.
That rock wall's still going.
Yeah,
What's this?
looks like a cesspool.
Like a sinkhole. Oh, there's the pipe from the house.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, you're not going by that, Maggie. Sorry.
Very interesting. Huh. There's a trail that way. Do you want to follow?
Is it a trail or is it just the fence line that continues on down?
I don't know. Might be just the fence line. It's a pile of rocks.
I see yellow tape all across here.
I think that's to go for the trail to go across to the kayak campsite.
Mm.
We'll follow it on the way back. I just want to head down towards the beach again.
Okay. This is traily back in here.
Follow me. I'm clearing like every spider web there is across my forehead.
That's my plan.
I don't really want to go that way though. I want to go back to the beach.
Okay, well, we can do either.
I'm going this way.
Okay.
This tree over here has a tag on it. Looks like an apple tree. Not positive, but it's got a tag number 65 on it. So I'm thinking it's a fruit tree or Gary oak? No. I don't know.
Maggie, over here. Hey, come here.
Oh my gosh, Blaine.
What's that?
I found an old cassette tape. Car audio cassette adapter.
Oh.
Look
Nice.
at that.
Not exactly sure how that got out here.
No clue.
That sounds like whales, Janice.
That's what I'm wondering. Whales or sea lion?
Seems loud for a sea lion. Yeah, we can go this way, Maggie. Come here.
We're hearing something over here. We're not sure if it's whales or sea lions. So we're gonna go take a look.
It's
Yeah,
whales,
okay.
Janice.
What?
Orcas right offshore.
Really?
Yep,
Where?
right straight out this way. They're right on the other side of the rock from you.
I thought I heard something. Lane said there's orcas right here.
Come here, Max.
Am I close? Oh, Blaine. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Wow, Blaine. Well, I think the whale took a big dive. We have no clue where he went. We've been sitting here for about 5 minutes. How long do they go underwater for?
I'm not sure how long the orcas go down for.
Humpbacks go down for quite a long time. So we're contemplating how to get back to Punga, and we're thinking we're going to follow the trail right down the middle of the island, over towards the kayak place. And then we're going to bring Punga, and we're going to circumnavigate this island, and maybe we'll see the whale again. But we think it was just one whale, eh?
I think so.
Blaine just said something interesting. Tell them what you're thinking.
Random thought. It's kind of funny that we live all of our lives, majority of our lives breathing, where they live the majority of their lives holding their breath.
I was thinking as we're sitting here is so many people have their heads in their phones or looking at screens that they don't look up and they miss things like this. I think that's kind of sad that they're not taking in the moment. I think that's what our trip is all about. Is we haven't had internet actually for the last couple of days, and it's been rather nice.
Oh, when we're over by the cabin over there, I just stopped for a moment and I just closed my eyes for a few minutes and just listened, and it was incredible.
We don't stop and listen enough.
It is so quiet out here. There's no hustle bustle noises of civilization. It's just quiet.
Except for the sound of a whale.
Except for the sound of a whale. I can live with that.
Do you wonder if we're on the same rocks that one of the people suffering from leprosy sat on? I bet, right where we are.
I would imagine.
Looking over at Victoria going, I wish we were home and not out here.
Except that back then, none of this civilization would have been there.
There's a lot of buildings. It's changed so much. But if you're wondering where Chinatown is, it's right over there. And that's where they were found and arrested from. It's pavement, like concrete. Would have been a platform of some sort here, or part of that. I don't know. Some kind of fur. Anybody know? There are a lot of eagles. I don't see a carcass, so. I think we found the trail. Blaine was right this time. Usually I'm right, but this time Blaine was right on where the trail was, so we'll give him kudos. So following the flag and tape that we found, and supposedly this trail goes right across the island, west to east, to the kayak campground. So again, we're following flag and tape.
Flagging tape?
We always get lost with flagging tape. Isn't that pretty? Look at the moss. Hey, we used to have these in Northern Ontario. I can't remember what they're called.
Sticks.
No, they're not. It's a plant. It's hollow. You find them in swampy areas. I bet this is wet in the summer or spring.
It's damp right now.
Oh. You going the right way?
I see flagging tape up there.
Oh, good. You're in the underbrush, Blaine. Sometimes I wonder why we do this to ourselves. Oh wait, it's fun! Someone used rolls and rolls of flagging tape. Oh, we're into dark blue now. Okay, this camera. Oh. Seriously, I have the camera at my face level. And then I think of poor Maggie, what it looks like for her. She's probably like a little Lilliputian going through these big brush. Okay, the trail's getting easier. We've transitioned to pink tape. So this is a good thing. And we see light over there between the trees.
There's a light at the end of the forest. And more of that white hair.
Really?
Maybe a tuft of it.
It could be like the tail of a deer. Or the belly. Because they are white-tailed deer out here.
I didn't quite a trek around the Punga.
Oh, I think we found our way back. At least to the other side of the island.
There's the park, big park sign.
Yeah, there's campgrounds over there, and there's a toilet, which is good because I gotta go pee. And you let the dog go on the beach?
Probably.
Okay. Woohoo, we did it.
Yay.
We did not get lost. Though it is hard to get lost on an 8-hectare island. Okay, down to the beach. So to show you where we've walked, Tangaroa is anchored here. We came to shore right here. We walked somehow through here down to here where the ruins are. And now we've cut right across here. And now we've got to get back over here to Punga. Huh.
Good times.
Good times. That's a good hike. Okay, let's follow the shore around.
That's a good plan.
I like puffballs. I used to play with them as kids all the time. Look at the orcas right by Tangaroa.
He said we'd get around the other side and he'd be out by Tangaroa.
And we have bad news about our anchor buddy.
Well, no, it's still there. That's the card.
Oh, look at that!
Right by the boat. There's a seal right here.
Oh, there's a seal right here too. Run away, seal. These are the transient orcas and they eat seals.
It seems to just be the one.
Look at him go. It's amazing.
He is swimming right by the boat.
He's behind the boat now. Oh, wow. We need a longer line.
Yeah.
Or you needed to not tie it so high up.
I didn't know how much the tide was coming up at the time.
Oh, shite.
Going down at the time. It's all good. He slides. Might get the bottom paint off, but always goes up in the boat anyway.
The good news is she's still here. We just gotta get our life jackets from the tree. We love Panga. She's not light. We really need to get a longer line and get this anchor buddy working. Especially when the tide goes out like that and she's high and dry. But I think we were gone for a couple hours, so. Whew. In theory, the anchor buddy will work.
Oh yeah.
Maybe we need another line on the anchor buddy too.
Well, if we had had a longer front line and a longer anchor buddy for that matter.
Well, we'll put a line on the anchor buddy.
Yeah.
So anchor to a line to the anchor buddy.
Hope you guys enjoyed our trip to Darcy Island. Stay tuned, we'll have more adventures coming next week.
Drawn to places with powerful stories? Don't miss this one. Next, we take the dinghy into a remote village deep in the Broughton Archipelago, where the past is being reclaimed by nature. Hit play on Exploring Abandoned Village by boat.